welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Flaminia. I am a knitter from Italy, and this is the channel where I talk about my knitting journey and my knitting plans, my finished object, my whips, and all of that good stuff. This is a different video from what I usually do. It's a vlog. I don't know when this will come out, how long this will be, but basically, as you can see, I just did my skincare. I'm just cozy at home. As you can see, if you will be watching this in a different time of year, we put up our Christmas tree, so it's Advent season. Today is the 13th. Yeah, 13th of December. And this is exam season for me. Which means, I'm very stressed and I don't have much time to film like a proper episode. Like I probably would, but with all the gift knitting going on, I'm just, I don't know, always scared that I won't have enough whips, progress on the whips that I already had, and then I'll be just repeating them and re-showing them without any progress and nothing will get done, which I know it's silly and it's like usually it doesn't happen, but I don't know, I wanted to try something different, especially because I'm knitting some cool things as gifts for Christmas, and I just wanted to show you because some things I want to show you before they get done. And also, I don't know if for the next podcast episode, which I guess will be the last episode for the year, they will still be here. Maybe they will just be gifted. It depends on when I film that, but I have no plans on that. So yeah, in this video, I just wanted to take you along with me in gift knitting season. And yeah, I have a couple of gift knits on the needle. One I still have to cast on. I have some things to show you. And also I'm planning to finish all my big whips for in time for New Year, and I'll maybe get to that, but I don't know, I thought that would be fun to share with you. I hope that if you're interested in this stuff, you stick around. And yeah, so what should I start with? Let's start with the gift knits. So also I have a boyfriend and I'm knitting for him, not a lot. I'm knitting him two things, but they're cool and they're new to me, and I really wanted to talk about them in some sort of things, but he watches every one of my knitting podcasts, so I really cannot do that. And so I'm gonna do that here. If you like, that's another gift knit, but I already finished that. I knitted for my dad a zipper sweater man by Sanders Garn in Friedrichs Garn in their brown color, and that's finished. That's already finished, and I've talked about it in my usual podcast episodes, and I'll put up pictures of it, hopefully. And I had so much yarn left. I have almost 5 balls left, which was a bit annoying, but at the same time, they're enough to do the double toffler, which are the felted slippers by Sanders Garn as well. And the recommended yarn of that pattern is Friedrichs Garn, so it's perfect. And also, as I would feel weird about knitting felted slippers that will always be on the ground in white colors. Thankfully I have the brown colorway. It makes me feel less worried about them being dirty and getting dirty real fast. And I have some things to say about them. I finished the knitting. I haven't felted them yet, and yeah, I have some overall thoughts. So this is the finished one. I sewed in all of the things. Just looks like a giant missiles. 5 balls it's exactly the like yarn quantity it calls for in the pattern for my boyfriend size, which is 40, like I think the size is 41 to 42 or 40 to 42, something like that. The second biggest size calls for 250 grams, which is 5 balls. And yeah, basically, okay, I have one, which, you know, I already sewed the back shot with mattress stitch, but I have one which is not sewn in yet, because I just wanted to show somebody, they're cool. So basically, you cast on here in the round, and you knit X amount of stitch. I mean, this is a free pattern. Inga from Knitting Traditions translated this from Norwegian to English in the 21st podcast episode. Her podcast episode, of course. And, but I don't know if I just got into the servers of Sandus Garn, but I doubt it. I think they upgraded the pattern. Is that what you say? Upgraded the pattern. They also have like previously you could just you could not purchase, download the pattern just in Norwegian, but now I at least found the English version on their website, so I downloaded that. So, you know, I could give you the numbers, but I just don't remember them. So you just knit in the round straight, and then you put half of the stitches on hold, and you just knit, you cast on, you know, stitches as for when you divide for body and sleeves, basically, and you knit in the round, and then you do some decreases over here, which ends up being like the front part, but then I'm gonna show you how it folds and all of that. And then you do some kind of toe. Basically, I think, like, I just went with it and assumed that the pattern called for like a wedge toe kind of thing, and I did that. But actually the pattern calls for like round decreases, the one you do on top of hats, you know, the crown of hats, which, you know, if you think about it, it's not too different from a wedge toe, because in wedge toes you only, how do I show you? You decrease on 4 points. The only thing is that, you know, 2 sets of points are very far apart and 2 sets of points are really close together. So it ends up being really flat, but, you know, there are still 4 points and you still decrease every other round. So I was like, let's just continue and see how it goes. The first time I did the toe wrong, because basically that's, you know, your beginning of round marker is here, and I just shaped, if you divided the stitches in half, I used the beginning of round marker as one marker, and I just used another marker for marking half of the stitches, and it just decreased on the sides of the 2 markers. That meant that I have the wedge like lines over here. The point is that when you actually fold it together, this part, which was flat when I first knitting the toe, was on the sides, like on the front. I end up having this look on the front of the slippers when they are folded in, but you can see that if I do if I actually folded them, yeah, you basically do the same thing on the other side, and then one missile like one toe goes, one sausage goes into the other, and okay, and you have a slipper. But you can see that where the beginning of round marker was, I left it here to show you, it's not the side of the foot, it's the front, like it's the front, it's the middle upper part, the front, okay, the slippers. and then you just sew this part together. Then you pop it into the washing machine and you felt it. But yeah, so I did the one toe wrong, and so I had to unravel the toe and do that again. But yeah, you don't pop it into the washing machine with the feet into each other. You just put them like this, because if they're already one inside the other, maybe the inside one the one that is inside felt less, or it just comes out crooked. I don't know, I've never tried it, but I don't want to risk it. So yeah, I just wanted to show you when it still wasn't closed shut. I think I'm gonna do that either now. I mean, I still have one exam left, so I do have to study today, but we'll see. Oh damn, and like my boyfriend is coming this Thursday. Today is Wednesday, am I right? Wednesday, and it's coming on Friday, so I have to like put all of this away somewhere. He won't see that. He won't see them. Yeah. Double toffle. I'm gonna update you on how the felting goes. I am terrified, to say the least, but you know, you have to do what you have to do, and he's not expecting these, like it's not something he asked, so if they don't come out right, I'll just have a cry and be okay with it. But I really hope they turn out okay. And yeah, and also like we are doing long distance, so I cannot get him to try them on, but I don't want to meet him for Christmas or New Year and just be like, oh, these are slippers. Yeah, you cannot wear them because you have to felt them. You know, I don't know. Like the parents suggest you to just, when they're still damp from the felting process, the recipient or the owner of the slippers, okay, you know, to try to make sure they try the slippers on, so you know they kind of mold to their feet shape and all of that. But I don't think I'll be able to do that, unfortunately. But yeah, so zipper sweater for my dad already done, those almost done. Then I have with my friends, my group of friends from uni, we are, first time I'm doing that, we're doing Secret Santa, and I'm making a gift for one of my friends, which crochets actually, and she crocheted herself a little like wallet pouch kind of thing, but she put she did a button with a little loop, and the loop broke, so I'm like, let's do a very sturdy knitted fancy thing. And this is how, like, it's white, so it blows up a little bit, but you know, it has cables. And yeah, I just self-drafted this, but I think I have to I'm going to rip back the I-cord edge, because it is flaring out a little bit. Like, it can be that this is just not sewn in yet, but it's still flaring out a little tiny bit. You know, and I don't want to wait to insert the zipper to find out that it's wrong, you know. So I think I'm just gonna unravel and try it again. And just going down a needle size. I'm considering writing up a pattern for this. We'll see how it turns out. For now, I really like it. It's really cute. And the yarn I'm using is, I purchased it at like a local yarn store here. It's Lana Gatto Calico, which, yeah. And it's like the whitest color. I believe it's 50 grams for 113 meters. So it's a DK. I knitted this up on 4mm needles. And what else? Yeah, it's 50% acrylic and 50% merino wool, because, you know, then she can wash this more easily if she needs so. But I plan on inserting a lining and a zipper. I already have the zipper. My mom has a lining. My mom sews a lot. It's going to be the zipper, just a white zipper. So I'm just gonna pop it in here. I think, yeah, this way. And insert the lining. I think you first sew in the zipper and then insert the lining, but I have to do a little bit of research on that. But yeah, I'll maybe write up a pattern for this. I'll maybe won't. I made a poll on my Instagram, but this looks very wintry and Christmassy, and this is so cute. And wow, I feel very proud for self-drafting something like this. I wrote this on Magic Loop in the round, so that was a bit tedious at the start, but it was fine overall. And yeah, so I have to rip back the I-cord and redo the I-cord. I did the whole thing on 4mm needles, and I don't know if I should retry again on 3.5 or on 3.75, because I'm scared that I'm going to go down too much in needle size. I'll have a thought. I'll just think about it a little bit, and then I'll let you know. Then the other gift knit is going to be in the same yarn, just in the charcoal color. The color is 5008, the charcoal one. I don't know how many colors there are in the color selection of this yarn, but yeah, the charcoal colorway. And this, my boyfriend asked. He asked for a pair of gloves, not mittens, gloves with fingers. And I think that I'm going to attempt on making the world's simplest gloves. No, am I getting confused? But I'll put up a picture and write the name of the pattern on the screen, or in the description. But I don't remember. But I favored that on Ravelry, so yeah. And the only problem is that my hands are quite long, but they are, I think, quite slim. My palm per se is, I think, quite slim. I don't know the measurement of his hands, and he asked for these, but I don't know if I should. He's coming this weekend, so I could take a measurement of his hand, but I don't know if I want to find out, like, maybe he forgot. I don't know what to do, because on the other hand, I would like to be surprised, but like on one side, I don't want to be on one hand, I would want it to be on a surprise, but on the other hand, I want the gloves to fit. So I'll maybe look very intensely at his hands and trying to figure out, girl math kind of situation. And yeah, these are the gift knits. And also I would like to knit, if I can, my mom a pair of socks, house socks. I have 200 and something grams of Drops Alaska, and I could maybe get a pair of double toffle out of that, but it's white. I could dye it, but I think my mom would notice, and I already got her some, like, a sweater quantity of yarn for Christmas, but I wanted to give her something, and she didn't ask for me to knit her a pair, but she said, like, do we have some yarn for me to knit a pair of socks, and blah 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 and all of that. So, and I was like, no, I don't know, we have a lot of yarn, but it's not sock yarn. So it was a lot of debate, but if I could manage to knit her a pair of, I will have to take a look at Aran weight socks, or maybe just a very densely knitted DK weight sock, like I thought, as every, I think, knitter on the in the knitting community, like the internet knitting community, online knitting community, the Sunday socks by Petite Knit, but those are DK. But they are knitted on 4mm needles, so I could, like, I already knit very tightly, so I should, like, I usually go up in needle sizes, I don't go down in needle sizes, but maybe I can squeeze a pair out of the meterage I have of Alaska. But yeah, I have so much to do and to study, so we'll see about that. Yeah. Then, as I said, I would like to finish my whips that I have on the needles. The one I have the least progress on is my light fingering weight colorwork project. I blocked it. Look, the beautiful gorgeousness of this fabric. Like, this is knitted in Woolly Knit British wool cones. Oh my god, this is making me so excited. In Morning Frost and Pine Forest, is that it? Probably. And they are the same same quantity of yarn, but even though I've used much more, I haven't used a lot. I've used more of the green. You know, it looks a lot bigger still, because I think this has less spinning oil in it. It looks a bit thicker and a bit more plumped up, even when it's not been washed yet. This looks thinner and more, I don't know, and yeah, it looks thinner, but it bloomed so well, and I'll maybe show the difference in my next podcast episode, where I'll either have this finished or I'll have knitted some color work. Oh my god, look at the back side. Sorry. You know, if I continue knitting the part the new part that I've knitted won't be blocked, so you could actually see the difference. I don't know why that was so hard to explain. But yeah, it blooms so nicely, and this is so gorgeous. I would love to have this done for Christmas. I don't know if I will. I'll show you the other project I'm working on that is more close to the finishing line. So I think I will work. I mean, I'm working on that now, but I think I will continue working on that till it's finished, kind of thing. If you watch my podcast episodes, you may be familiar. And you may know that I started this in September and it's still not done. This is the Late Summer Wrap by Pernille Larsen. So the designer behind, you know, all of the Knitting for Olive designs. And last time I showed you, I think I was right here on the body, and I knitted both sleeves. Like last time I had the sleeves and 1 centimeter of the body. Now I just picked it up yesterday night and I made a little bit of progress. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm knitting a bit more loosely because I don't care about the gauge. It's just more enjoyable for my hands. I was just getting in a never-ending cycle of wanting to knit tighter and tighter because I don't want this to grow massively. The yarn that I'm using is like a superwash yarn. I don't have it here. From like Lanagato, it's not even like available anymore. It's called Ottocapi. You can maybe find it on Ravelry, one of those things, you know, one of those situations. But yeah, this is a wrap cardigan. It has folded hems that I still haven't folded because I want to block it. And yeah, I just saddle shoulder, my first saddle shoulder. The pattern wasn't clear. I mean, the pattern was clear, but I just got confused, so the knitting experience was not the best on this one. And the yarn is spilling a lot, but you know, this has a lot of things many things happened with this garment that resulted me in just pushing it off to the sides. Then I just made the sleeves in like 2 days. like one day and 1 hour each, basically. But then I just want to finish all my whips. So we're picking this back up, and it's not even, you know, you know how it works with wrap cardigans. You increase and increase and increase on the body because it has to overcross. And yeah, so I was really discouraged because I had so many stitches before splitting for body and sleeves, and I was just getting very discouraged because each round was just so mad long to do. But then so I was really tired of it once I split it for body and sleeves. But then yeah, I was still very, and I didn't want to do it because I was like, yeah, but I will still have to increase every other round for the body. I don't know if I want to do that, but the body's not that long. This is like I think this is supposed to hit you at your natural waist, around there. So I can maybe like how do you say, push through. I hope I can push through this. This is just simple stockinette, and now it is very much more enjoyable because I'm forcing myself to knit more loosely, yeah. And because these are not my usual metal needles, these are like coated metal needles, and they're not as slick, so I cannot strangle the yarn as tight as I want. So yeah, for the sanity of my wrist. This was already 30 minutes long. No. But yeah, these are the things I'm going to work on throughout this time period. I'm gonna knit now and study. So see you for the updates. Okay, actually, I finished to sew the second doublet tuffla, and I forgot to tell you something. Actually, I was perplexed. Maybe I was perplexed. The first one, as you knit the 2 feet in the exact same size, when you put it one inside of the other, as they are of the exact same size, the one that is inside kind of bunches up a little bit, and I was very scared at first. But then I thought, okay, maybe felting it will solve the situation a bit better, because the fabric wouldn't be so floppy. It's not flopping in any way, it stands up on its own, but it would be very structured. So maybe even if the foot that is inside doesn't have as much space, it wouldn't bunch up in a very uncomfortable way. I'm not concerned about the aesthetics of it, but I want this to be comfortable, and I don't want the recipient to step onto bunched up felted wool fabric. But yeah, I haven't checked Ravelry yet, but I haven't heard anyone complain about this, so maybe blocking will fix that. But yeah, I'll let you know. Sunday evening is 20 to 10 p.m. and I am feeling the best. Like a lot of thoughts and a lot of feelings, but I thought giving you an update on my knits would make me cheer up a little bit. Tomorrow I have my last exam of this month. I hope it'll go well. I don't feel very focused at the moment, but it's going to be tomorrow morning, so I hope I'll be feeling better then. What I wanted to show you is that, so the progress. I've started a Sunday sock. It's pretty known on this channel that I'm a tight knitter, and I'm knitting these on the recommended needle size, which is 4mm with drops Alaska in white. They're for my mom, and I'm just hoping that I usually go up a needle size in petite knit patterns, but I don't know why I just felt like going just with the recommended one for these for absolutely no reason, and I'm just a bit scared they're going to be way too tight. They're kind of very tight on me, but I'm just like pointing everything on the fact that my mom has slimmer cuffs than me. I do have quite thick cuffs, yes. But yeah, they're stretchy burlap. I don't know. The wool is quite rustic, so it's not as comfortable. But yeah, these are my first pair of socks ever. I mean, not ever, wearable pair of socks. I've made the leg 20 centimeters. I think it calls for 25. Why did I do them shorter? No reason. I just did. And yeah, this is all the yarn I have. Is quite a lot, and I am almost finished with the first sock. I finished the gasset decreases, so I just have to knit the toe and the foot part and the toe, and then I'll be done with this one, and I have to knit another one. But yeah, I hope that with the blocking and I don't know, I hope they'll fit. If they don't fit, I don't know. But then I also I think you might have seen that I sewed the cast on edge of my of the double toffle. And then also exciting, okay, I finished the body of this late summer wrap, and I only have to do the ties. They are like 75 centimeters long each, and I also have to do like, I think, an applied edging, something like that, ribbing, like for the whole bottom of the cardigan, so that is gonna be long. But yeah, I think that I will start that once I finish the Sunday sock, and I'll cast on the second one. I'll do that. I think that's it. So now I'm gonna brush up a little bit for my macroeconomics exam. Okay, yeah. I thought I just printed the wrong sets, the wrong part of my notes. But yeah, I'll just brush up a little bit and then maybe knit a little bit of my sock and then go to sleep. I also finished, I put the lining in the pouch, and I was hoping to finish that in time to take nice footage of it, but it is a gift, so I will maybe ask my friend if I could, just after we open the Secret Santa presents, if I could just take a couple of pictures, a couple of videos, just to have them and to show you. And if I want to write up the pattern for that Sunday, I don't have to knit another one. We'll see though. We will see. And yeah, see you in the next update. Bye. Hey everyone, and yeah, I don't know what day it is. 21st, I guess, and we have some progress. Basically, I just finished the late summer wrap. We've done all the ends already. All of this, this took forever. Really did, and I ended up modifying the way the way you attach the like the bottom band, the tie horizontally to the body. It creates this lovely V that runs across all of the cardigan. It's not the original way it's done in the pattern. In the pattern, you end up having like this kind of twisty thing, but I wasn't like, I did two things, and this is a pretty long process. If you don't like it, like if you don't like doing it, that's a problem. That's a big problem. So I enjoyed doing this much more. It's basically how you join a double knitted bottom band. You knit across these stitches, then when you have one left, you knit two together through the back loop with the stitches you have on the body, and then you turn the work and you slip the first stitch purlwise with yarn in front, and then you go back and you work it, and you work the tie back. And yeah, I might put on my Ravelry some better notes, because I feel like this pattern needs a lot of notes. so yeah. And I don't know if I showed it yet, but I finished one of the Sunday socks for my mom. Let me get it. I blocked it. I don't have sock blockers, so I just laid it flat, and yeah, I really stretched it out in the water, and that was pretty helpful. And I've completed all of the leg on the second one. Not sure where that is though. Okay, here it is. Second leg done, and I feel like this is going to go by pretty fast, because I don't know, the heel is quite fun, the gasket decreases are quite fun, and then when you're aware that you're almost done, at least for me that's how it works, when you're aware that you're almost done, you go quicker, you're more motivated. And yeah, I'm going to work on this as my main project now, and I should really felt the double toffle. I'm scared. And also, what should I do? I should block this. Yeah, and also a needy friend is coming to do a like pajama party, knitty pajama party. So I'm like excited. I'm like not feeling the best for the results of my exams. So that's maybe why you are seeing me a little bit down. But that's just the, you know, reality of things. Especially when you're a student, things don't go as you plan always, like usually, not always. So yeah, I'll update you. I'll maybe show you a little bit around what we're knitting on this, like, tonight. But yeah, for now I think that's it. Bye. Just wanted to pop in here to say that I was working on my Baroque Nouveau. Finally, I would say. And in the meantime, I forgot my late summer wrap on a radiator. So now it's dry. So I'm going to try this on. And I just wanted to show you. Let's do it. Okay, so here we are. And I'm so curious to see how this changed with blocking, but definitely the drape appeared. The cuffs flared out a little bit because I forgot to go down a needle size on the inside of the like folding part of the cuff. But yeah, fabric is looking nice and even, and let's just pop this on and see how it looks. I think that overall it does look quite cute. I just wrapped it around like this. It like the pattern has a hole, so let's just try to fit, like tie it how it is supposed to be tied. Okay, maybe this looks a bit better actually. Unexpectedly so. Even though it's not as tight in the waist, I feel like the fabric is smushed around less. I mean, this is the way it's supposed to be. So yeah, I'm not very good at tying bows, you can tell. Cute. I would say cute. Like it. Ugh. But it does this thing, like, how do I tie it and just avoid this thing? Do I tuck this inside? I guess I do. But less practical. And it does give you more headache when you put it on. It does feel very comfortable, and this is what I was aiming at. This yarn is very soft, and I don't find this quality in yarns very often. Like, they're soft and it doesn't irritate me. That's what I mean. Very, very, very superwash feeling, but this was the only yarn I could trust to knit something very close fitting with. Really comfortable and quite stretchy. So I'm liking it. I gotta say. The pairing, I don't know the pairing, but does look cute. Might wear this to my dance class this evening, or is that too extra? Maybe it is. I'll decide later. But I like the fabric, quite dense. Let's just try to tie this in the back, just to see how it'll look. Like, this is more subtle and classy with the bow in the back because you cannot really see it, but if you want it to show, in the front it's quite cute as well. Hi guys, it's, I don't know, 23rd. So tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and yes, this is the state. I cannot be bothered to do like this year something complex with my hair. Not even like blow drying it straight. So I just blow dried it like very quickly and then put them in this. It's supposed to give me curls. Yes, I got curly hair, but sometimes they overwhelm me a bit when they're too much. So I'm just gonna keep them here. I have some equipment over here, and I'm going to take you along while I just pack up everything. Not everything, not all of the gifts. The ones for my boyfriend and like the cardigan for my girlfriend's, no, for my brother's girlfriend is still on the needles, nearly done, but not yet. So, and like it doesn't have to be done like for tomorrow because we're not seeing her tomorrow. We're seeing her on the 28th, so that's the deadline for that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna finish it either tonight or tomorrow morning, so I'm fine with that. And yeah, let's get wrapping. Hi everyone, Merry Christmas, if you want to say so. Merry Christmas Eve, not yet Christmas. In 22 minutes though, so I think I can say that. And I haven't filmed a lot because I don't know, I just wanted to do a little talk. Last couple of years and even before, I started to not appreciate Christmas as usual. And, it has been very tough. Last year was the peak, basically. And yeah, I didn't eat on like the dinner on the 25th at dinner. I didn't eat anything. I just stayed crying in my room by myself. So yeah, like, because during this period, many people address that, Christmas is pictured as a very happy holiday and a happy time. But, some people is starting to address that it's not particularly like that for everyone. But I think mainly because of, social events, like that you're expected to be around many people, and that could be pretty overwhelming for some people, and I totally get that. But for me, it wasn't for that. It was because of like family reasons and other things. So yeah, today was actually pretty good, which I'm happy about. I received a beautiful gift from my boyfriend. I'm gonna tell you later though, one thing at a time. But yeah, it has been very, very tough for me. Like basically this last week, I was feeling very sad and very numb because like I was scared that something could like come and ruin my Christmas. It hasn't happened anything super bad yet, some couple of things, but I would say I'm fine. But I'm with you if you, for any reason really, but for a reason that you cannot really control, you're basically forced to not enjoy Christmas. Or it's not just that, it hasn't happened anything yet, but I just have this feeling of the bad memories, just it's just the bad memories, I guess. Nothing happened yet, but it's just going into Christmas not being super festive, or just I'm honestly scared that usually the worst things happen during Christmas, for me personally, for my situation in particular. But for now, let's keep our fingers crossed. Everything is fine. Just wanted to address someone. But yeah, and I think you could see that I wasn't that particularly happy. It was also for the results of my exams, but now I'm totally fine with it. Like, I decided to do 4 exams in December out of 5, which were a lot, because I really wanted some time to rest in January. And the grades in my university, or here in Italy, I don't know in other parts of the world, but it is out of 30. And some exams you don't get the grade, you just get if you pass or if you didn't pass. One I passed, another one I got 28 out of 30, which is really good, and the other 2 I got 26 and 25, which for some people is pretty good, and it is pretty good. But my average grade is around 28, and these are the last exams that count if you want to apply to go to the the Erasmus program and all of that. And I can always go on vacation in February, so I think that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm going to retake those 2 exams. But yeah, it was a pretty, like, now that I think about it, as well, you did almost all of the exams and you got amazing grades. just not quite as you wanted, because you know you had very little time, but you did a great job. So yeah. But anyway, basically me and my boyfriend do long distance, and I didn't realize that last time he was here that weekend, I didn't vlog, but I talked about it. He left his Christmas present for me to my mom, and yeah, it was a total surprise, and it was so moving, because this year, like, I got really missing gifts. Like, I got two things. I got a pair of earrings. If you notice, I always wear a pair of gold hoops, really big hoops, and mine were getting really misshaped. But this pair is really like sturdy and serious, so I will get a lot of use out of them. And also a pair of jeans, because I broke mine, and I had those pair since, I think, the last year of middle school, so 8 years or something, but they were still going. But I broke them during one of my exams, actually. I don't think during one of my exams, but the same day. And along a super moving card, it was yarn in the package, guys. The first yarn gift I ever received from anyone, and they are amazing. I'm crying, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna look at this. So yeah, wow. Oh my god, while I cry, I'm telling you, I'm ridiculous. This is Flotulupi by Istex, and it's so crazy. Like, these are two yarns. I would never go out of not of my budget, but of my comfort zone to purchase these yarns, but they're super cool. And yeah, Flotulupi by Istex in the color, I don't really know, lot type color, maybe 2022, the color, I hope. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and this is the color. Is this really like dusty? It kind of looks like dusty Dove Blue by Knitting for Olive. This is so damn cool. Oh gosh, it prickles, but it's fine. And he got me 4 plates, which I think is quite a lot. I'm not that good with unspun yarn. I will have to adjust my tension a lot, let me tell you, because with my tension this would disintegrate. But yeah. And so he got me 4 plates, and he got me to hold with it Bichebouche Le Petit Silk Mohair. So I'm usually pretty sensitive to both, Icelandic wool. I'm not the only one, but to that yarn and to this yarn. But this doesn't feel too bad. It feels really, really soft, actually. And yeah, it is the usual 25 grams for 210 meters. The label is so cute. I don't know why I thought this brand was Canadian. Maybe like it is, but it's made in Italy. And the tag says this is a 30% silk, 70% kid mohair from beautiful Italy. I guess. A delightful natural quality, very soft and squishy and not too hairy, in our own colors, matching Le Petit Lamb's wool for your dream knitting projects. With love, Astrid, Caroline, and Louise, which I guess are the owners of Bichebouche. The color is called blue gray, but I guess this is Canadian. Like, there are writings. The writings are in both English and French, so I wasn't maybe that crazy. And he got me 5 skeins, which I think it's plenty. Like, it's 210 meters, which so it will be about 1,000 something meters. So I guess it's a lot. And he purchased this from Di Lana ed Altre Storie, which is really cool online shop if you're in Italy. Really good. And apparently is their 10th year anniversary, which is pretty cool. And yeah, and I was, this is not my usual yarn, so I was like, yeah, that's super cool, but what the heck am I doing with this? Like, I don't really know. And when I text him to say thank you, I got a notification like from the emails, and he bought me a pattern to go with this. And what a pattern! He bought me like, I think through the Ravelry pattern gifting thingy, he gifted me the season sweater by Osetta. And I really want to know the whole process behind this gift, because I did not tell, like, I didn't tell him anything really. Like, imagine me opening this gift and seeing like wool that I've never even thought about purchasing myself. That's super, like, oh my god. And he also bought me a pad. Like, I'm so grateful for him. Yeah, okay. And tomorrow I'm going to my father's house to celebrate Christmas, and I really want to take this with me. But at the same time, I gotta work on his Christmas gift, first of all. Second of all, they have a cat. I'm not bringing unspun yarn with mohair to that house because their cat is crazy. So I don't want to risk it. And yeah, I packed. We're staying there till the 27th, and I've packed some knitwear. I think I'm gonna show you, hopefully, if I can. But yeah, that's for another time. I've casted on his Christmas gift. I mean, I already made him one. I still have to felt those slippers. But yeah, I started the gloves. I really hope they'll fit. The only problem with this pattern is that it is not a pattern, like it is a recipe. And like it's amazing, okay? It's totally amazing. You can customize it in every way you want. But I don't know his measurements, so I'm kind of making this up. I hope this will not be too big. I mean, I've seen him a couple of times, so I'm pretty confident that his hands are a little bigger than mine. I really hope they're gonna be fine. Because basically you take this measurement, and this measurement, so you can calculate like the gusset thing and like the gusset thumb increases, and also the cast on stitches. And I'm totally making this up, like, yeah, mine is 17. I would guess he's like 20, 19, like 19 and a half, 18. Let's do 19. So I really hope this works out. But yeah, I already made the 2 cuffs, the ribbon thingy. I'll try to do my best. I hope they'll fit. I don't have his feet, so I hope the slippers will fit as well. I have my brother, and they have the same foot size, but I think that my boyfriend has very slim feet, like comparing to my brother. so that will be tough as well, but I have to do that tomorrow morning because yeah, they have to dry, so it's either tomorrow or never, so it's gonna be tomorrow. And yeah, this is all the updates. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll get back to trying to make up a pattern for these. Hello folks, I hope you're doing well. I haven't filmed a lot these past few days. I didn't have a lot to share. I just worked a lot on the gloves and they're ready. But let me tell you, if you have second sock syndrome or second anything syndrome, please don't knit a pair of gloves. You have to make 2 and you have to make 9 fingers. I was struggling, but they are red day. They look super cute and fun. I hope they'll fit well enough, and they feel very warm. And I really like the gauge they're knitted at. They look very neat and polished, and you don't have holes like between your fingers and on top of your fingers. I think that is usually where people get holes when they knit gloves with fingers. But I just, picked up a few more stitches and then decreased them afterwards, like when doing the fingers. But yeah, it fits pretty well. Like, it's not custom made for my hands. I don't know why these fingers look bigger than these, but that's a question I cannot answer right now. I have no idea. I did the exact same thing, but I also did them 2 at a time. But they look slightly bigger. Am I weird or it's right? I don't know. But I blocked them and they were drying on the radiator, so they're ready to be packed up as a gift. And also I wanted to show you in real life the slippers. They're felted and they look super cute. I have one of those like shoe shaping things to try to emulate the right size foot, so they're super cute. They look huge. Yeah, like they still look huge, but what can you do? And about the bunching up, I was curious actually. No, it didn't solve anything. The felting, they still bunch up a tiny bit. But yeah, it's fine. Like, I've tried them on and it doesn't feel uncomfortable. So yeah. And I'm actually here to wrap up this humongous video. If you reach the end, you're amazing. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I hope you will have an amazing end of your new year, end of the year, new year holidays. So today is the 28th of December, so I'll try to get this edited today and ready to upload tomorrow, so that I can maybe record a podcast episode that will go up hopefully like the last day of the year, because I want a last episode of the year. I wasn't ready in the last video I uploaded. I wasn't ready for that to be the actual last episode of the year, so that has to happen. But yeah, we will see. And yeah, thank you for watching. All of my contacts and social media platforms where you can find me are all linked down below in the description box. If you want to see more from me, subscribe. I usually post podcast episodes, as I said, but I want to do many like extra videos on like reflections on the past year of knitting and like planning for next year. I want to do a lot of them, and also how's it called? The Everything I Knit in 2023 video will come at the start of the year. So if you're up for that, consider subscribing so that you know when it comes out. You'll be notified. And yeah, bye. I hope I'll see you in the next one.